I'm Michela Magas. I run a design and technology innovation lab in London. It's called Stromatolite, and it has a history in advising on futures of products for the likes of Nike, Apple, Nokia. And then I followed that by doing some PhD research and directing European projects. So I've taken a more proactive role in generating futures and futures concepts, futures products. This resulted in 2 spin-offs. So now we have the core company and we have 2 spin-offs, one technology company and one major global network.
And you're directly involved in guiding the European Commission on policy. What areas have you been involved in?
Particularly in conjunction with the creative industries, creative SMEs, music technology field, which is a growing field in Europe, and Europe is particularly strong in this, and the Internet of Things, which is what we've been discussed here. I'm in charge of user case scenarios and business models.
And what kind of things do you think that we need to be considering now that the Internet of Things is becoming the big buzzword of tech for 2014?
Well, to begin with, some of us are starting to refer to it as the Alternet, as an Internet for all, because it's not just about things, it's about people. And many people here at the conference have been talking about user engagement, about early deployment of applications for user testing. But I think what is particularly important at the moment is to consider mass participation rather than end users, because we are now in a generation we call Generation C, which is a generation of content creators. So of course users are not just someone who comes on at the end, but they participate in innovating together with the creators. They add content to the platform, so this is a very interesting space. And also, in order to encourage that, public funding needs to concentrate on something that other than the technology readiness levels, which is a system that was developed by NASA in the 80s for rocket ships. But of course, most of what drives our economy at the moment are not rocket ships. They are simple, great ideas that can be deployed cheaply, at low risk, straight out to users, and we can get user participation, we can generate a lot of data, and we can get early investment. So that means it drives the economy. So we need to encourage these kinds of models. Now that creates new business models, and these business models are based on the sharing economy, where the platform takes a small cut, but the rest is wealth that's generated by all the participants, and it's for the greater good. And new market models, basically a new market where you have crowdfunding platforms on one side and crowd-making platforms on the other. Because of course in the 3D space, what you have is tangible user interaction, which means you can interact with devices, with products, with things you make, upcycle, recycle, customize, 3D print, and as well as large-scale manufacturing. So all of these sectors benefit.
And a lot of your work has been focused on the confluence of art and technology and science and design. We focus a lot on STEM in our work, but should we be focusing on STEAM and adding arts to the mix?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have been advocating for this for quite a while now. In fact, run projects together with consortia on European platforms for art and ICT, so where artists and technologists meet. Also, the large global network that we run is very much based on artists, hackers, innovators, startups, industry, academia, researchers, everybody coming together and basically getting them to make things together. So they're not encouraged to talk in their jargon, because academics have a particular language that have to develop in order to do their research. Industry have a different language for very different reasons. These are very good reasons. But if you get them together to make things, to focus their knowledge and their years of research or years of activities and their experiences onto a product or onto a system or onto a, let's say, tangible interface, you have wonderful things that happen. So we have found incredibly inspiring results by joining up artists, creative people, and technologists and developers.